When you're running a business, money goes in, but it also goes out. Tracking your revenue is important, but so is tracking your expenses. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Hey everyone, Jean from DSers here. We are back to help you and your dropshipping business. Today, we want to talk about money, and more specifically, the money you have to spend to keep your business running. Products, marketing, and other operations all have a cost and represent unavoidable expenses. It's important to keep track of them if you don't want any bad surprises. So let's see what you should pay attention to. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos. Leave a like to support the channel, and let's go. First, let's talk about what expenses are exactly. First up, we have product cost, which are the most direct expenses in dropshipping. These include the cost of goods sold, also known as COGS. This is the price you pay your suppliers for the product you sell. It's crucial to track how much each item costs, considering any discounts or bulk pricing you might receive. Shipping fees. This refers to the shipping cost to get the product from your supplier and send it to your customer. It can vary a lot depending on the product size, the weight, the shipping carrier, and the destination. Packaging cost. It's also important to count this, especially if you're paying extra for custom packaging or if your supplier charges separately for this service. Screening cost. The cost of screening product may also be a big part of your expenses, especially if you're buying samples and doing product tests. This is an important component of the initial investment. Marketing costs play a major role in driving traffic and sales, making them a significant part of your expenses. Ad spend. This is often the largest expense, particularly on platforms like Facebook, Google, and Instagram, where paid advertising is essential for reaching potential customers. It's important to break down your ad spend by platform to see where your money is going and which channels are providing the best return on investment. Influencers. In addition to ad spend, influencers marketing might be another cost to track, especially if you're paying influencers or providing them with free products in exchange for promotion. Content creation. Visual and video content are another important marketing expense. For example, you may have to pay for high-quality images and videos, especially if you pay for an editing software or for an editor. Operational costs are the backbone of running your online store and include several different fees. Platform fees. These are typically the subscription cost for your e-commerce platform, such as Shopify or WooCommerce. This might also include fees for additional plugins you are using on your store or extension you use to enhance your store functionality. Transaction fees. This includes the fees that can be charged by payment gateways like PayPal or Stripe. Each time a sale is processed, a small fee is deducted, and these fees can add up quickly. Other fees. If you're dealing with international customers, you need to track currency conversion fees. And when shipping products internationally, custom and duties can become a significant expense as well. Additionally, any software subscription you use, such as apps or tools for managing inventory, email marketing, or customer service, should also be tracked as operational expenses. Other costs encompass a variety of additional expenses that might not fall neatly into other categories, but are still important to track. Returns and refunds. They can represent a significant cost, especially if you have a high return rate. This includes the cost of the refund itself, as well as any associated shipping fees or restocking fees that some dropshipping suppliers might charge. Unexpected costs. You should include unexpected additional costs, such as emergency expenses for expedited shipping or last-minute marketing pushes, as well as any unanticipated technical problem that require immediate fixes and will cost you money. Making a list of all the potential expenses you may have to deal with is vital to make sure you can track each of them efficiently. Once your list is done, there are different tools you can use to track all your expenses. Spreadsheets. Spreadsheet tracking is a straightforward and flexible way if you're just starting out or prefer a hands-on approach to managing your finances. By setting up a basic spreadsheet, you can create lines for each expense category, such as product cost, marketing expense, and operational fees. You can also include columns for dates, description, and amounts, making it easy to update and review your expenses regularly. This is a clear and organized way to see where your money is going, and with the use of formula, you can easily calculate totals and track trends over time as your business evolves. Accounting software. For those looking for a more automated approach, accounting software can be incredibly helpful. These tools are designed to streamline the expense tracking process, automatically categorize expenses, and generate reports. With accounting software, you can link your bank account and payment gateways and import transactions directly. This is not only save time, but also reduce the risk of human error in data entry. Additionally, This platform offers features like invoicing, tax preparation, and financial reporting, providing a comprehensive solution for managing your dropshipping business finances. They are especially beneficial as your business grows and your financial management needs to become more complex. Built-in tools and dropshipping platforms. Many dropshipping platforms, such as Shopify, come with built-in tools for tracking expenses, making it easier to manage your business from a single dashboard. This platform often automatically records costs associated with product purchases, transaction fees, and shipping charges, allowing you to have a real-time overview of your expenses. Some platform also offers detailed analytics and report, helping you understand your financial performance without needing to manually track every detail. This integration is particularly useful for those who prefer to have all of their business operations centralized, as it reduces the need for multiple tools and keeps everything in one place. Expense tracking apps. Finally, using some apps can be a great addition to your toolkit, especially if you're looking for convenience and mobility. Most of these apps can integrate with your e-commerce platform and accounting software. This provides a seamless way to keep track of expenses on the go. It's also good to note that many of these apps can sync with your sales data, automatically logging expenses related to orders, marketing, and operational costs. They also offer features like receipt scanning, categorization, and budgeting tools, which can help you stay on top of your finances with minimal efforts. We have the list of expenses, and we have a way to track them. So let's see what you should do to make sure that you don't make any mistakes or miss anything. Step 1. Start with categorizing expenses. The first step in effectively tracking your dropshipping expenses is to categorize your expenses. Begin by identifying all the different types of costs associated with your business. These typically include product costs, marketing expenses, operational fees, and other miscellaneous costs like we mentioned before. Once you have a clear understanding of these categories, create a dedicated section for each one in your tracking tool, whether it's a spreadsheet, accounting software, or an expense tracking app. For example, within your product cost category, you might have subcategories for supplier payment, shipping fees, and packaging costs. By breaking down your expenses into specific categories, you'll have a more organized and accurate view of where your money is going, making it easier to spot trends and areas where you might need to make adjustments. Step 2. Regularly update your records. Once your categories are set up, it's crucial to regularly update your expense record. Consistency is key to maintaining an accurate financial overview. Decide on a schedule that works for you, whether it's daily, weekly, or bi-weekly, and commit to it. During each update session, log every transaction that has occurred since your last update. Be meticulous in recording the details, such as the date, amount, and a brief description of the expense. This practice ensures that your records are always up to date, helping you avoid any surprises at the end of the month or the quarter. Regular updates also makes it easier to monitor your cash flow and ensure you have enough funds to cover upcoming expenses. Step 3. Budget for each category. After establishing a routine for updating your records, the next step is to set a budget for each expense category. A budget serves as a financial plan that helps you control spending and stay on track with your business goals. Start by reviewing your historical data to understand how much you typically spend in each category. Then, set realistic limits based on your revenue and profit margins. For example, if you notice that your marketing expenses are high but not translating into sufficient sales, you might decide to cap your ad spend at a certain amount each month. Once your budget is in place, compare your actual spending against it during your regular updates. If you're consistently under budget in one category, you might have room to invest more in another area, such as marketing or new product lines. On the other hand, if you're overspending, you'll need to adjust your strategies or find ways to reduce the cost to stay within your limits. Tracking each expense in details is time-consuming, but there's no way around it. Take the time to set up your tracking system and to record everything. You'll thank yourself in the future. Alright, so as we've seen, tracking your expenses in itself is not that complicated, but it's still extremely important. You should start by listing all your expenses, even the smallest one, then decide how to organize them, and finally, record them all. As I've mentioned, it is a time-consuming process, and it's a good idea to set aside a couple of hours each week to focus on that. Being able to know how much you spend, for what purpose, at any given time, will help you better understand your ROI, where to improve, and how to increase your profits in the long run. I hope you find a little guide helpful, and if so, please leave a like and let us know. Make sure you subscribe so you won't miss any of your future content, and until next time, happy dropshipping!